Hi everyone, it's J Whitney Art, or Jessica, as you're more than welcome to call me. Hold on, sorry. I am going to be finishing Inktober business. I'm a couple of days behind, but I think I'm over this challenge. So I did all the sketches for the rest of the month. I think I'm just gonna try to power through and finish these because I don't want to do this anymore. And I haven't been feeling that great. I had to take my son to the hospital earlier this week and he hurt his foot really bad. A lot's been going on in my family. I'm not enjoying this the way that I thought I would, so I'm just gonna finish it and be done with it because I want to say that I committed to it, that I have at least all of the artworks finished. So let's do a quick, super quick sketchbook tour of these illustrations. So day one was gargoyle. This is like my favorite. I just regret that I didn't put it on this side of the page because the rest of them are going to be on this side of the page so that there's nothing behind them. But like this one has these swatches and this little doodle on the back of it. So if I ever decided to take this out, I'm gonna lose this, or I lose this for this, and I haven't decided which one I like more. And I also wish I'd made this bigger, but I thought I was gonna do like one here and like two here, but I want to work on making my art bigger. Could have done this differently, but I didn't, either way. Okay, so day one is gargoyle. Day two is scurry, and it's just somebody running. Day three is bat. This is a Beyonce and Solange sketch that I did. I didn't finish it. I think I'm gonna let that be okay because I don't feel motivated to finish it. This is day four. Day four is scallop. I redid the girl with the pearl earring. This is a food scallop, and this is just like scallop the pattern. I really like this one. This is my base body for Inktober, which I think I'm gonna finish this challenge. Probably I'll try to finish it before the month is over and just be done with it as well. This is day five. No, this is day six. I think day five was flame. I didn't do that one because I didn't care. I didn't care for that prompt at all. This one's bouquet. It's not my favorite. I don't draw flowers, paint flowers, or much. I don't love this one. I like this part and like maybe this flower, but like I don't love the rest of it. Like this is all I like from this. So day seven is trip, and I went like the RV Scooby-Doo bus route. This one is match for day eight. It's a Frankenstein type situation. The woman version of it. Frankenstein is one of my favorite stories I think ever written. So if you didn't know, it's like, I won't get too political, but Frankenstein is a story about infertility. It's about maternal mortality, infertility, innovative science, that kind of thing. It's just such a good piece of art that talks about, issues that people don't talk about very often, especially with reproductive health. Frankenstein was written by a woman. Her name is Mary Shelley. Put some respect on her. Okay. But otherwise, one of my favorites because I love Frankenstein. This is day 8 for a different challenge. This was for Peachtober, and it's mask. And I used this gold calligraphy ink for this one. I love how this turned out. I wish I had done more of this challenge. I did all the sketches for it, but I just didn't actually do the paintings for it. But this is one of the ones that I did because I was super excited about it. I wanted to do African artifacts. I wrote down the names somewhere, but I don't remember what it was called at all. This one is day 9. And it's Nest. I really like this one. I love the detail in this one. This is my personification of kind of what it looks like if person is struggling with depression and they kind of end up in a situation where they are not caring for themselves. They're not doing self-care. They're not doing their hair. They're not, drinking enough water. They're not eating very well. So much so that you don't even realize that a whole bird has taken up, house in your hair. So this is my little rendition of what I feel like that looks like. This one of my favorites, super popular. The prompt, this is day 10. I think this is day 10. Yeah, because it says 9. Okay, so day 10 is crabby. I think for a lot of these, I went more the emotional route rather than the literal route because I wasn't going to draw a crab. It's not really in my style. Not that it would be beneath me to draw a crab, but I definitely want to take these challenges and make them about me and the way that I do art and things that feel very expressive for me. And drawing an actual crab is not going to be at all representative of me. But the fun thing about this one was I challenged myself to draw it this way so that it was me drawing a face upside down because I could have turned it this way and drew it, but I didn't. And I was kind of impressed. I was impressed that I was able to do the whole thing with it being upside down and it come out looking like something. It's just kind of a clown that is let's say, coming apart. If you were in this position, you wouldn't be happy about it. So I'm going more crabby emotionally, like not happy. This was just me making a TikTok. Day 11 is forget. This is my take on Max Ernst, I want to say, is the original painter that painted. It was something similar to this, except there was more, color, and it was a lot more vibrant. I used blue in this one and this like red color, but for the most part, it's all black. Like if you were trying to remember something, you tie a string to your finger, and when you were going through the day, you were like, okay, well, why did I tie the string to my finger? And it's so I wouldn't forget to do whatever this task is for. My take on that day. Okay, so I think this is day 12. Hold on, let me find the prompt list. While I'm looking for this, just know that this is definitely one of my favorite illustrations for this challenge. And this is, okay, hold on one second. Don't move. Because I did Krabby. Okay, let's go back. Krabby is day 10, okay? That was my mom. So day 10 was Krabby, and day 11 is Eagle. I started to not do this prompt. I went live and I was like, I'm just gonna do some doodling, but I decided to go with Eagle as in like a mascot. So my mom, I also went to this high school, but my mom went to Adams City High School in Commerce City, Colorado. She was a cheerleader. And a couple years ago, when I kind of picked art back up, I drew this, I don't have it on me, but I drew my rendition of her as a cheerleader. When I was on the live, she suggested that I draw Adams City Eagles. And I was like, okay, well, let me just redraw that drawing I did of you a few years ago. And this is what I came up with. This is more like sports, fandom, high school memorabilia, that kind of thing. So this is my mama as a cheerleader in her youth. So this was day 11, Eagle. That was what I came up with. Then day 12 is Forget. We already gone over that one. And day 13 is Kind. I love this one. I love this one so much. This is basically, we have like a little flower girl, and she's crying. I don't know if you can see, but she's got tears in her eyes, and there's a bumblebee bringing her a tissue. I love this one. When I was going to college a couple of years ago, we did this exercise where every day we had to report like a random act of kindness, and that's kind of what I was kind of brought to mind. Like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong with my puppies. They're doing a lot. They probably want to go outside. But she's showing someone kindness. It's important. Like I said, these are kind of like, they hit the emotional heartstrings a little bit. Like, my thought process of, kindness is literally going out of your way to help someone. If you see someone struggling or if you see someone crying, it doesn't take any skin off of your back to hand them a tissue or to do something kind for them. So that's what this is. Yeah, so this is Kind. Day 14 is me talking to myself, like lecturing myself about being an artist and having nothing to show for it. It takes a lot out of you time-wise and, even emotionally to be an artist, but sometimes you can't take the first step. What if you were invited to a gallery and you had nothing? You literally turned in nothing, but you're supposed to be an artist, right? Like, you're supposed to be this big deal, this great big superstar who's living their dream, but you aren't doing it. And this, like I said, this is for me. Me not doing it. I am like, having a new sketchbook is like petrifying for me. I just don't do anything with it for months. I have a bunch of, I'm not going to put my business in the streets by showing you guys, but I have so many sketchbooks. I'm drowning in sketchbooks and easels because sometimes I just get intimidated and I don't feel like I can do it. But the result is that I don't have any art. But am I an artist if I don't have any art? I don't think so. So that's what this one's about. The prompt is empty, and it's just kind of a personification of someone just looking at what it looks like to not be making art. That's what this one is. Day 15 is Armadillo. I could have gone conceptual and, like someone being very closed off or fear, or I was just like, I'm gonna draw an armadillo and move on with my day because I didn't care about this prompt specifically at all. Day 16 is Fowl. I didn't want to draw a chicken, so I drew someone with these chicken leg socks on. I really like this one. It's simple, but I think it's super cute. Day 17 is Salty, and this is my attempt at making like anime type art. So we have, this main character here, and these are kind of like consciousness. She's trying to hold it together. She's kind of got a salty look on her face. but inside she is like reeling. So this character is, you know, a little bit more expressively upset, and this character is just completely like totally over the edge emotionally. This character is angry. That's my little attempt at like an anime type style. Day 18 is Scrape. I made like 18 different sketches for this one. I wanted to go like Switchblade. I did a sketch about like Catwoman and having like her, I can't remember which Batman it is, but it's the one where she goes into, like, she comes home and just decides that she is going to be a different person, and she tears up all of her like drapes and busts out her lamp and everything, and like sews together this like makeshift costume. But when you look at it, you can tell that it's like pieced together. I was going to do something like that, but I wasn't that motivated, and I was like, well, let me just go a little bit more literal for this one. So I have someone big knife cutting a slice of an apple, but this was an opportunity for me to work on hands. I like this hand. I like this sketch, this painting as a whole, but I like this hand a lot. This hand kind of got away from me a little bit. The fingers are a little not that great, but and if you are counting fingers as one may, there might not be enough fingers on this hand. Or you could say that this finger is on the other side of the apparatus, like this. So let me have this, then the fingers on the other side. Day 19 is Ponytail. My friend said that this looked like a self-portrait, and I didn't realize it until I was completely done with it. And I was like, yeah, that wasn't my intention, but totally, this could have been young Jessica with long ponytails. I wanted to do, I don't want to call it ethnic, but I wanted to do a very obviously natural hairstyle, or like African hairstyle inspired. So like the bubble ponytails and all that stuff. So that's what I went with. And yeah, this really does. This looks like a little Jessica. It looks like my niece, honestly. That's day 19, which is Ponytail. And then this is day 20, Bluff. I don't play cards, but this is my take on like a hand where maybe you aren't telling the whole truth, or you're doing a great job of not exposing what you have in your hand type of situation. But it was just an excuse for me to design a card set. And a few years ago, I was thinking about making my own deck of cards, but I never did that. This is kind of inspiring me to kind of go back into that idea. And I used the gold again to kind of give it some accent. And I used a different colored pencil for this one, so it's still very, very, very pink. I mean, it adds to the like pizzazz of this painting, but it wasn't my intention. So this is day 21. This is Bad Dog. I actually did this one at the park. I didn't have my ink because I used Liquitex acrylic ink for this prompt list. In this, it's Bristol paper. This is an ELO sketchbook, but for this one I just used fine liners and stuff because I wasn't at home to do an actual painting. I was like, let me just use the pens that I have, kind of in my bag. But I really like this one. But this is the last one that I finished. And the 21st was 4 days ago. A lot has happened since the 21st. And when I did this one, I kind of I came to the realization that maybe Inktober as a whole is not the challenge that I thought it was going to be. A lot of these prompts, I had to be a little bit too creative to kind of address them, because I wanted it to be a little spooky. I wanted it to be, exciting. And other than what I put into it, it kind of wasn't. Like, even the community around everyone doing Inktober, specifically Inktober, it's not a lot of people are participating, on that same level as usual. I think because the creator caused kind of a lot of controversy. I want to say either last year or the year before, about like copyright issues, and there was like a potential plagiarism thing. And because of that, everybody kind of branched off, and everyone is like making their own list, which I don't have a problem with. That just means that the community doing this one challenge is very, very small. I don't think anybody that I'm like friends with or following is really doing this one. They're doing others. And I regret not choosing a different prompt list to do. I am participating in another one that I did in my iPad. So that was a lot easier. I could get those works done a lot faster. Since we're here, go ahead and show you. These are the ones that I did for that one. It was Done Did Drawloween. This is draw yourself as a Addams Family character, and I drew two because I made two sketches and I love them both, so I didn't pick one. So this is the first one. This is the second one. She is an undead cigarette girl. Any way to like brighten this up a little bit? No, it's okay. This is a scarecrow skeleton. I just drew bones for this one. This is Clown Witch. This one is, what is this one called? The girl with the green ribbon. This is the one that I posted and asking fellow TikTokers to give me really bad, like negative and mean comment. You guys showed out, so thanks for that. This is Bat Burlesque. I don't know. I like this one. I like this one a lot. One of my friends suggested I get this as a tattoo, and I might. This is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I think this might be my least favorite one because I felt like I had to make a whole scene, and I feel like the characters aren't like as exciting as like the other prompts. This one is, oh, hold on. So this one is Werewolf Biker. This one is, I want to say The Ghost of Corpse Bride. This one is Zombie Spider Priestess or something. And this one is The Great Pumpkin. I've posted all the way up to this one. So I haven't even posted these yet on Instagram because those ones are coming up. So that's the other prompt list that I did. I was finished with that one in September, so wasn't really doing it this month. So now I have these to get to. So this one is Heist. These are the sketches. I just decided to put all the sketches in here so that all I'm doing is the inking process. This is Booger. I don't love that as a prompt, but I went with, is it the septum piercing that is just hanging out of the nose? So I don't mean to be offensive if that's a piercing that you have. I don't think it looks like a booger. I just went something hanging out of the nose. This is Fairy. This is Tempting. This is Ego. Snack. Camping. Gear. And this is Farm. I'm excited about this one. I'm excited about all of these. I did these sketches last month. I've been very excited to do this. I've been excited to get through this challenge. Not really excited to do this challenge, but yeah, I'm ready to be done with this. We're just gonna do as much as we can tonight, and then hopefully if we don't finish it tonight, we will finish it tomorrow. So I'm gonna sit down, get all my stuff ready. I'm gonna start watching Reasonable Doubt. I think I'll try to check in. I can't see the comments all that great, but I'm gonna try to check in periodically and chat with you guys a bit. Okay, so we're gonna start the show, but I'm gonna keep it off camera because I don't want any copyright issues or anything. Oh wow, thanks for the likes. Alrighty. Hi everyone. Welcome to the voiceover portion of this video. We're gonna go through this so incredibly fast, it's not even funny. So this is Heist. It is modeled after the classic Bonnie and Clyde story movie. What so have it. This is another one where I use color. I use a little bit of green at some point to make it look like the bills are bills and not just like random floating pieces of paper. I sped this up to 9,000, so I don't know how fast it's gonna go. Okay, so we talked about this one. This is Booger, and I didn't want to draw a booger or like a big slime monster, so I drew a head served on a platter with a septum piercing because it's hanging out of the nose, and I really like this one. Okay, this one is Fairy, and I decided to go mushroom fairy. I drew a mushroom butterfly cat fairy at some point, and I was like, let me do something like that. This isn't really like that, but it is a mushroom fairy. This one is a statue. The prompt is Tempting, and I'm kind of going the Medusa route. I used greens, blues, and yellows. Well, I guess I used greens and blues to kind of make it look like, you know, old stone. I really like that one. This one is Ego, and this is a self-insert, and basically it's just wearing a mask, you know, kind of to mask, you know, who you are to present a certain way. So that went really fast. Okay, so that was the first 5 that I did, and at this point I believe it had to have been like 1 o'clock in the morning. I watched Hocus Pocus, and I was just thinking to myself, why did I just keep going? I'm already up. I probably woke up really late that morning, so I cleaned my palette. I switched my background. This is a little behind the scenes. And we are getting started back up with snack. So for this one, I went kind of like if you were a monster or all your friends are monsters and you're going to a little monster mash, that the snacks would be like a brain loaf and eyeballs and little toe nuggets, and it's being presented by hands. Okay, this is going real fast. This one is camping, and my rendition is like if you went glamping and there was something ooky spooky in the woods and people don't make it, so I tried to make it look like there was a hand splattered on the bed and there's a foot down in the corner, and I like that one. This one is Uh-Oh, and it's just kind of like it's a play on like old pop art that has the, oh man, what is it called? It starts with an H. I can't remember what it's called, but it's halftones no, it's not halftones. I don't know. It was kind of like a Frankenstein. Okay, this one is Gear, and it is my take on like a steampunk skull type of situation. I used gold for this one as well to, kind of go with the embellishments, and I really like this one. I had to play up the shading a lot on this one to make the hat and all of the gear make sense. And then I just put like a pocket watch on the side. So this is the last one. This is Farm. And this is, hold on, let me check something really quick. Okay, so I had to look up really quick who made this, and it was Grant Wood. For some reason I thought it was Edward Hopper, but it's totally not. Okay, this is my rendition of the American Gothic painting. In front of a burning barn, you see there's Frankenstein's monster and the bride of Frankenstein's monster handing him the match, and I think that's it. Okay, Video Me is going to do a little bit of an outro, but thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with a friend. I'll talk to you guys next time. Okay, bye. We are finished. We are finite. Inktober 2022 is all done. I'm going to bed. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the showing love. Oh, my butt hurts. Oh, do you hear my old grandma bones popping? So let's just do a recap of what we've done tonight. So this is the last one we posted for today. We have Heist, which is day 22. Day 23 is Booker. Day 24 is Fairy. Day 25 is Tempting. Day 26 is Ego. Day 27 is Snack. Day 28 is Camping. Day 29 is Uh-Oh. Day 30 is Gear. And day 31 is Farm. All right, folks. I want you guys to have a really good night. Thanks for the love. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.